Y'all ever have high hopes for an anime adaptation of a decent manga? This one, or you get disappointed because it's kind of buns, but we'll get to that in a bit. I'ma confess, I haven't been watching any seasonal anime recently, or at all, to be honest, but scrolling and looking at the new anime of the season, there seems to actually be a good amount of shows. Not saying that most of them look interesting, but you know, you got your usual sister fucker show, Suicide Squad, Deer Show, and some fantasy shows here and there. Will I manage to recommend a diamond in the rough, or will I present my usual not so great shows? Hey man, listen, I recommend you guys these random ass shows because everybody's already covered, you know, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia and all that. So I got something new for y'all. The isekai genre has brought out another absolute banger of a series. Funnily enough though, it's called Failure Frame. It's almost like the author was trying to hint at this show absolutely bombing its adaptation. And yes, this is exactly what I was referring to at the start of the video. I am quite disappointed by how this show came out, but I still like it. Paralyze!
Paralyze! That fucking dude.
Yeah.
Are you making a video?
That's exactly the video I'm making.
Dude, I've been watching it. It's like slop, but like I'm fucking.
No, that's exactly the point of my video, dude.
It's like when you want some shit to watch.
Yeah.
It's there.
Failure Frame has a simple premise. It's about a kid getting transported to another world with his classmates and realizing he has a trash ability. So unique, so original. With this trash ability, the goddess of this fantasy world that he got transported to decides to throw him away to die because apparently his shit sucks, I don't know. Yeah, all the students are given ranks and the ranks are based off of how useful they are to the goddess because of their skill. And of course, S being the highest rank. And guess what, guys? Our MC's placed in the lowest rank because his skill sucks. It's essentially a revenge story where the MC comes after the goddess who summoned him to this world, and the place that bro got thrown into is an inescapable dungeon where even like the greatest wizard couldn't get out of. And like for some reason his classmates are okay with this, so he starts to crash out as he's getting sent to the dungeon. It's a reasonable crash out. I would probably do the same, so I don't know. Now that he's in this dungeon, he thinks he's doomed because his ability sucks. But surprise, surprise, bro's ability isn't actually trash. I actually haven't explained what his ability is yet, but first let me explain that in this world status effects barely hit, but in his case his status effects are sure hit. So that means he cannot miss. There's no opportunity to miss actually. He just has to be in the range of his enemy. He has 3 abilities to start with, which are Sleep, Paralyze, and Poison. So bro has a competitive Pokemon moveset as his first 3 abilities. If this premise sounds kind of familiar, the first thought I had while watching this show was, wow, this kind of sounds exactly like Ari Freta, if y'all have ever seen that show. If you don't know, the show is literally the same concept, and it's probably just as bad as that show. Judging by the ratings, I think it is just as bad as that show. But the thing is, if you watched any of my videos, you would know that this kind of story is literally right up my alley. I'm gonna keep it a $150 with y'all. The isekai genre never fails to impress me with how it's literally all the same. Oh my god. Let's go defeat the Demon King. Let's get a harem that includes an enslaved girl. Let's get a secret cheat skill. Bro, speaking of cheat skills, that dude Kirito did irreversible damage to anime and any anime that came after it in the isekai genre. This is literally Kirito, dog. He put on a black cape too, bro. He has his own elf asana too. This is not original at all. But alas, I read regression webtoons and isekai, so can I really complain? I am literally the target demographic once again. Hear me out. Failure Frame is actually entertaining though. The animation is actually so funny, and the show primarily uses CGI. And everyone knows that CGI and anime do not go well together at all. But you guys, listen, it's not as bad. I lied. It's actually terrible. The manga panels have this grit and horror elements to them, and then the anime is just yeah. The character designs and animations remind me of the same animation they'd be using in adult anime films. Don't ask me why I know that. Isekai these days have 2 paths that they diverge in. One being an amazing, humorous Konosuba, or amazingly animated Mushoku Tensei. Hey guys, listen, I actually hate Rudius, don't come for me. I'm just complimenting the animation. And the other path being reincarnated with a smartphone, or with your mom, or as a vending machine. You know, this anime falls in about the garbage can path. From a narrative standpoint, there's nothing new or interesting about Failure Frame. It's just entertaining to me, and I wanted to recommend it to y'all because I thought it was pretty funny. So yeah.